Welcome back guys to the another video of Python for Beginners series. Welcome back to our channel DevOps Pro where we currently covering the Python for Beginners series, and this is the sixth video in that series. Today we will be discussing variables in Python, and after watching this video you will understand what variables are, how to use variables in Python, and how to declare them and how to update their values. So watch the video until the end, and at the end of the video there will be some important questions for you. You will need to answer these questions after watching this video so that you can test your knowledge and see how much you have understood. So let's get started with today's topic.
One of the first and basic questions that arises is, what is a variable? To understand this, imagine an empty box. This box is a container in which you can store anything, any value, such as numbers, text, or other data. In programming, a variable works exactly like this. It is a container that is used to temporarily store data. Whenever we need that data, we can access the data by referring to this container using its name. In programming, a unique name is given to a variable, which represents that box. We can use this name repeatedly to access or change the value stored in it. In this way, variables help in storing and managing data in coding. For example, if we see here. In this code, x is a variable in which we have stored the value 10. And in the print statement, we have accessed the same variable by its name. This will print the current value of the variable x. Now, let's talk about how variables are declared in Python. Actually, declaring a variable in Python is quite simple. You just need to give a name and assign a value to it. As I mentioned earlier, here x is our variable, and its value is 10. In Python, there is no need for any special keyword to understand the type of our variable. In other languages, we declare int, string to indicate the type of the variable, but here we can directly assign the value. Alright, one more interesting thing. Can you change the value of a declared variable? Yes, absolutely. In Python, you can easily update the value of a variable and use the same name with new data. It means you can assign new values to the same variable. In this code, initially, the value of x is 10. Then we assign x again and give it a new value of 20. So now when print x is executed, Python prints the updated value 20. Now one more important thing, when creating variables, you need to follow some specific rules, otherwise your code may throw an error. Let's quickly look at those rules. Rule number 1: variable names can only use alphabets AZ, and numbers 0 to 9, but remember, a variable name cannot start with a number. Rule number 2: special characters like @ hashtag, % cannot be used in variable names. Rule number 3: variable names are case sensitive. This means my variable and my variable are considered as different variables. Rule number 4: spaces are not allowed in variable names. If we want to use multiple words in a variable name, we use underscores. Example, my underscore variable. According to these rules, you will see valid and invalid variable names on the screen. One more important point, in Python, there are some reserved keywords that cannot be used as variable names. These keywords are predefined functions or instructions in Python, such as if, else, while, def, etc. Using them as variable names can confuse the code, so it is best to avoid using them. Let's talk about the combo of variables and operators now. When we combine variables with numbers or values, we can perform operations on them. Let's look at a few examples and understand them in a bit more detail. On the screen, you might be seeing a simple example showing addition. We have declared two variables, a and b. We have assigned numbers to both, the value of a is 5, and the value of b is 3. Then, we calculated the result of a plus b and stored it in a result variable. Initially, values are assigned in memory to a as 5 and b as 3. When Python sees a plus b written, it adds both values, i.e., 5 plus 3, which is 8. And finally, Python stores this 8 in the result variable. From this example, you can see how variables and operators together handle math operations. You just have to use the correct operator according to your requirement. Now let's talk about a very useful concept, which is the use of shortcut operators. When you need to update the value of a variable without writing the full expression, shortcut operators come in handy. They make the code short and clean. Shortcut operators allow you to combine an operation, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc., with assignment, all in one step. This means you do not need to repeatedly use the variable's name. An example of using the plus equals to operator is shown here. We initially assigned the value 10 to variable x. Then we used the shortcut operator plus equals to, and when we wrote x plus equals to 5, Python understands it as x equals x plus 5, meaning add 5 to the current value of x. The final calculated value is 15, which is now stored in x. So, you can use shortcut operators in your code according to your requirements. Now it's time for a small quiz. This section is very important because now we will see how much you understand. You need to carefully understand each question and write your answers in the comments. In the first question, you will see a code on the screen, and you have to evaluate it and provide the final output from the given options. Pause the video, understand the code carefully, calculate, and provide your answer in the comment section. Now, the next question. In this question, you have to tell us which of these is a valid variable name, according to the rules that we covered in this video.
So friends, make sure to share your answers in the comments. We want you to test your learning and write your thoughts and answers in the comments. If you have learned something new from today's video, don't forget to like the video. Your likes motivate us and let us know that you are enjoying our hard work. Also, if your friends or anyone else want to learn Python, don't forget to share this playlist with them. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe now. So let's end this video here. Thank you very much for your support. See you in the next video with more interesting and informative topics. Until then, keep learning. Thank you.